Alright, y'all. This is gonna be a pick me up type of thing. This is me talking to me talking to you. Like, tune in. So, I heard you've been struggling. Struggling with the momentum of your dreams. Why is that? Why have you been hesitating? If this doesn't apply to you, move on. Or keep listening. Maybe something will. Let's try that again. Oh, okay, guys. I'm nervous for real because sometimes I don't know what to tell myself when I'm struggling. You know, I'll be honest. I had done a lot so far on my journey. Some of the journey part of it, I have not shared because it's the behind the scenes. Now I'm at a point where I am able to show you guys some of the process, some of the things that I have done, the results, the outcomes of what I have been doing behind the scenes. And this is where I struggle. That showing the world the things I have done, for example, my poetry, my stories, my videos, my art. And I think it's because of fear. A fear of looking like a fool. Among other fears. A fear of being seen as too much, as overachieving, as whatever contradicting thoughts. The fear of being judged. Yeah, I think that's the core of it. The fear of being judged. Of being too much. Like the perfectionism, Or the fear of looking like a fool. Making mistakes. Looking like a failure. And it feels as if the same fear, opposite sides of a coin, but it's the fear of judgment. That's why I'm doing this. This is my process. This podcast is recording my process. Yeah. Getting what's outside of my head onto audio. I was going to do video, though I did not. I probably should. Let's see. Let me turn on the audio the visuals maybe? I might share the visuals, I might not, I probably won't. So, where is that feature? Whatever. I'm not doing it right now. Whew. So, it's already been 4 minutes. Already been 4 minutes, guys, and I'm struggling. And I probably won't even share everything because it feels embarrassing. For real. I wrote some pointers that I wanted to say in this episode for this pick-me-up. And it sounds kind of generic, though sometimes keeping it simple goes a long way. The first thing I wrote was, go all in. Go all in, y'all. And I'm talking to me as well. Go all in. Because our dreams are something that's, our babies, in a sense. Like, our ambitions, our spark that keeps us going. And I don't want it to just be so elusive. So, going all in may mean researching and then taking action, getting the equipment. For example, today I set up my mixer and my microphone and everything to figure how this makeshift studio works. And I'm also using my phone microphone as well, the handheld one. I will see which one sounds better. Yeah, we are taking steps, guys. We are taking steps to make our dreams a reality. Whatever that dreams is, are. Yeah. So, what is my dream when it comes to this podcast? I imagine there are people like me who wanted to. There's different aspects of my vision of this dream, okay, guys? One, people who want to start a podcast. And since this podcast has not been the most professional, like, sound quality and everything, it shows that if I can do it, you can too. There is another part of that dream where people are looking back or listening to this podcast as I put them out to hear my story, to realize that I have not been an overnight success. It took emotional and mental struggles, I guess. It was a journey. I was struggling. Still am at this point. I have been a lot better mentally and emotionally. And I'm so grateful for that. How did I even get to this point? I guess I unfold this process through this podcast. But I got to this point through sharing my story, sharing my thoughts with you guys. This is helping me process what's in my head, what my feelings are. So I feel less discombobulated. Yeah, and the more I do it, the more confident I am in using my voice again. Because I used to perform on stages all the time. I used to share my poetry and the vulnerability. Though this is a different form of vulnerability, me just speaking to you guys. And sharing my story, sharing my thoughts, sharing these things, letting you guys in a sense. It's different. Then eventually I'm going to do these things, stories and stuff on camera. Because, yeah, I'm kind of scared, I'll be honest. I want to share these stories and a whole bunch of different ones. I have so many stories in my archives, guys, that I have not shared with you guys yet. Because I am taking baby steps with these dreams. Yeah. So, what is your dream? Or dreams? You can have multiple. What are your dreams, and how are you taking the steps to make it real? You know? So, another thing I wrote. I said, little bit every day builds momentum. It really does. Let me tell you guys. I can't tell you all the details, of course not. There was a project I was working on, and every single day I worked on it a little by little by little. And some days I had more energy, some days I had less. So there were different measurements of progress that I did. And honestly, I'm proud of it because I was able to say I worked on this project every day. Yeah. So what are you doing for that sounded so blunt. Yeah, what are you doing for your dreams? I guess I cut to the chase way too quick. So let me tell you guys about what worked for me during this time period when I did little by little, right? I was honestly really struggling with motivation, with feeling good enough for this project, that I only gave what I was able to give, energy wise, emotions, mental energy, physical energy. Then when I looked back on all the progress that I made, I was able to say I done something every day. I know I'm being a little redundant. It's just a little more elaboration than I'd done before. Yeah, and it felt good to have done that while going through all the chaos that I was experiencing during that time. The strange thing about our emotions and our circumstances and our external world, people may not recognize that you're going through something. On the outside, everything looked peachy cream. It seemed as if I had everything I wanted, that everything was fine. When in actuality, I was struggling so hard. I did not know what to do. I was in a constant state of fear and self-doubt, and comparison. I remember I was comparing myself to other people, while other people was comparing me to other people as well. It was not a great combination. That consistency, even though it wasn't the same amount of output day to day, I was still consistent, even if it was one tiny thing towards that project, towards my dreams. It was still progress. Yeah. This episode is not turning out how I expect it to be, guys. I thought it's gonna be super motivational. I'm not sure if it is. But let's continue on this list. Celebrating your progress. Baby steps and leaps. I sometimes had trouble with this in particularly because I have a lot of goals, breaking things down. Once I achieve them, the little and the big, I just pass by them like it didn't even happen. I just set a new goal. I just set a new milestone. And the cycle repeats. That is kind of defeats the point of creating. I don't think it defeats the point per se, but it is not as satisfying because our progress, the journey, is worth celebrating. We are not what we do. Our worth is not attached to that. We can recognize the good, the things worth celebrating. If that makes sense. I'm not sure. Celebrating your progress. As you guys can see, I struggle with this concept because, I feel like I'd always get everything top notch. Even when I got first place or whatever, I wasn't even celebrated then. So celebrating progress is not normal for me. I'm trying to make it normal, guys. I am. So this is a journey together that we shall embark on, celebrating our progress. Yeah. So me working on this podcast episode now is worth celebrating. Woo! I haven't recorded in forever, though I'm doing it now. Look at that. Something like that, right? The baby steps and the leaps. There's different parts of our journey that requires different amount of energy, and these steps or leaps is different in the impact towards our dreams. Yeah, I think that's kind of self-explanatory. I imagine like skipping down a road, kind of, or a game, a board game, where you roll a dice and sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 6. That baby steps in those leaps will allow you to get farther in the game. Yeah. And the last thing I wrote was, you want it, you got it. I said this so many times growing up. It was just, you want it, you got it. It's like you want to travel somewhere. You want it, you got it. And then somehow, somewhere, you make it happen. Because you made a decision, You made the decision that you wanted it, that you desired it. So you make a way to make it happen. Yeah, whether that's a travel thing, your dreams, your goals. Help me out, y'all. Come up with other things this can apply to. You want it, you got it. It could be an item, or an event, or ice cream. Yeah, you want it, you got it. Autonomy. So I'm not sure if that was pick me up-ish. If this helped me or helped you in any type of way, because I felt like I was all over the place. I guess to recap this episode, go all in. You are worthy of your dreams. Worth is something to recognize, not something to earn. That means you are already worthy of your dreams. You don't have to earn it. Earned. You don't have to. Does that make sense in this scenario? Your dreams, you are worthy. You still had to make your dreams happen somehow. Yeah, you are worthy of your dreams. You don't have to earn being worthy. It is something to recognize. I think that more applies to the word worthy. Like, you're worthy regardless. For your dreams, you kind of had to put effort into it to make it happen, though. Be open to having your dreams come true. Putting in the effort to make your dreams come true. You are definitely worthy of your dreams. But I think you do have to take some action. Yeah. I'm working on these phrases, guys. Seems like not everything is applicable word for word. Yeah. Anyways. This was an episode. This is probably either a bonus episode or an actual episode. I'm not sure. It's probably an actual episode. You have been listening to Heartfelt Expressions with Katara Speaks. I hope you guys enjoyed. A lot of these episodes is me just talking to you guys as if you guys are in the room. Though if we're actually in a room together, it's gonna be a two-way conversation, so I guess not. Maybe, it feels like I'm talking directly to you. Let's just say that, right? Yeah. A lot of the episodes is like this. I think that's about it. If you guys want to listen to other episodes, you guys can. And yeah, let me know what you think. There'll be more episodes coming. Eventually, because a recap of 2024 will be coming up soon. So, and bloopers. I know those 2 episodes will definitely come. Well, I guess we won't have bloopers until the end of the season. Unless we get to the end of the season this year. Of 2024. We shall see. If we do, awesome. If not, it's okay. Woo. Anyways. What is the thing? Like? No, I guess it's not like. It's follow the podcast or subscribe to it or whatever. Rate it. Review it. Comment. I'm not sure. Whatever platform you're in, let me know. And yeah. Until next time, I see y'all soon.